You were the Major General, the face of the change in power, basically, back last November when Robert Mugabe was taken out of power and a new government installed. What has the new government done since then to improve the lot of Zimbabwe?
Thank you, Vonnie. The whole tremendous change and progress which has taken place since the 24th of November last year when President Emmerson Mnangagwa took office has seen a tremendous change beyond recognition. In fact, the government and the newest administration has taken over and started major reforms, which are mostly economic and a lot of agreed political reforms, and has started attracting investment into the country and has declared the country being open for business so that the rest of the world can see this awakening giant which has been kept secret by Africa.
Well, explain how you're doing that, because Zimbabwe did become very isolated economically, particularly, as you said, with massive runaway inflation and all sorts of economic problems. How are you improving the lot of Zimbabwe? What are the concrete reforms that you're taking?
Firstly, we have learned lessons from many nations' mistakes. We've learned lessons from our own mistakes. And therefore, we are saying, let the bygones be bygones and end this isolationist scenario. And we are saying to the people of the world, to the investors, to the international financial institutions, and to various fund managers, Zimbabwe is open for business, and we are creating the appropriate environment which is easy to do business, which is critical so that capital can find comfort to settle in. An example is our immediate reform which we undertook to reform the economic indigenization policy and act, which now allows business to own their own equity of their desired choice as they negotiate to enter into the business arena. But this, of course, is limited to the rest of the sectors of the economy, except in the diamond and platinum areas, where we're still developing a new policy in that regard. But a lot of reforms are taking place in order to open Zimbabwe for business, and they are working this giant.
Minister Moyo, how many of your 100-day targets did you achieve now that we're through that 100-day milestone?
Firstly, Mark, 100 days was a key management tool which was used by the President, Emmerson Mnangagwa, to ensure that all the ministers who have got responsibilities are accountable, not only to himself, but to the people, in as far as their success and otherwise is concerned. And we have scored quite a lot of tremendous success in different sectors. Firstly, in the reforms which are agreed, political reforms which are agreed, which are already in Parliament at the moment. And secondly, in the economic reforms which are taking place and which continue to take place in as far as ease of doing business is concerned. And we are saying, as we continue to embark on the path of ease of doing business, we believe that we are going to be open Zimbabwe for business.
Yes.
Minister Moyo, Zimbabwe will hold elections later this year. Are you confident they'll be free, they'll be fair?
In fact, that has been the mantra of the President, Comrade Emmerson Mnangagwa, since he took office. He and we are saying all the elections which are forthcoming, which are according to the Constitution, are going to be free, fair, transparent, and also very credible.
What about the 3 to 4 million strong diaspora? Will you allow them to vote?
The Constitution allows them to do so. But for now, we are still working on the logistics. You know, we are still incapacitated to make sure that all Zimbabweans in all the capitals in the world are able to vote.
Some members of Jonathan Moyo's cabinet fled after last November. Are they welcome to come back?
We have not chased anyone out of Zimbabwe. If you have got anything to account for, then you have got to come back and account to the people of Zimbabwe.
Now, there was also allegedly money looted by former members of the cabinet. Any hope of getting some or all of that money back ever?
There's tremendous progress in that regard. As you are aware, there was a 3-month moratorium which was given by government, by the president. And we are experiencing quite a lot of progress in that area. The specifics can always be provided separately.
Now, you're here in New York to meet with investors and to present Zimbabwe, as you said, the giant that it is. What has the reaction been so far? What kinds of things are people interested in investing in?
Tremendous interest which has been generated. In fact, we are looking at the mining sector, which presents opportunities, the agricultural sector, the manufacturing sector, all the key economic enablers which are key for Zimbabwe. And we are already experiencing certain American companies who have expressed interest, like General Electric, to enter into different sectors of the economy. And we are saying, all the American investors, please follow General Electric, follow other players, and all the fund managers. This is the time to be accompanied and to complement the awakening giant so that Zimbabwe can be part and parcel of yourself.